Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. We got NA Dota once again continuing action coming at you, and a match that maybe not as hype. Let's be honest, but it still is significant for both these teams technically.
Yes.
OpTic versus Jsut, a squad, as we've been calling them. I'm BreakyCPK, joined by Dakota, and then this guy over here we found outside.
I was sleeping in a pile of ramen noodles, drenched. But I woke up and now I'm ready. I'm ready to see, can OpTic beat this team as quick as the other teams did?
That's fair.
You figure if they beat them fast, they'll get that much more of a break before their next game.
True.
So the value of beating them quick.
Yep.
But there's going to be a lot of Jsut squad fans out there angry that we're immediately biased against them. This is the second open, third place. This is the lowest seed team.
Yep. But guess what? Who they beat? They ended up beating BSJ's squad, Leviathan, in one of the early matches. And that was like, BSJ's like, once we win that one, we'll get confidence. Then we'll see how we do versus the top-tier teams.
Wait, was that the first game they played?
That was the first game, yeah.
It was
right into a brick wall right at the beginning.
Leviathan hit the old brickety wall.
Oh, man, that sucks.
That was a rough one. And now, obviously, they're looking strong. But if they somehow do win this game, they have a chance to overtake Immortals for fifth. They honestly do.
Every team is still eligible.
Yes.
Mathematically,
it's
possible. But it would be more of a travesty, obviously, for OpTic to lose this game.
Absolutely, because they're playing for first place, obviously.
It feels weird. OpTic has been playing really well against the good teams, and then they played versus the Baidu stack, and it was like a 50-minute game where the Baidu, it looked like their Luna, you never know, maybe 1v5 them. They did end up winning it rather convincingly after 50 minutes, but the fact it got that far, I was very surprised myself.
Okay.
Interesting start here, because they first pick a Brewmaster. Now, obviously, Lycan was first picked by Jsut squad, not banning it. Again, 3-3, a Lycan specialist, you could say. But they get Brewmaster in response. Very good against Lycan in the laning phase to go with the Witch Doctor. Clockwork then coming out from just a squad. But liking the opening so far?
Yeah, I like it. I think Lycan is a first pick hero for sure. I don't know about Brew Witch Doctor, but I guess versus Lycan, like you said, Brew in lane. Just a
Brew's the third position, right?
Yeah.
It's funny that they just opt for that over something like Underlord, which is typically good also against Lycan. So Brew's... I'm curious if the Brew is just like a preference or if they plan on something else.
I think it's a 3-3 spot. 3-3 just loves micro heroes in general.
I guess Zai could play it. I mean, we used to see in the 4. I think Zai played in the 4 position even, and so did Owie. But
if that's
more
the
than
case,
likely,
they could just keep it as like a flex option in
exactly.
case somehow the draft gets out of hand. They can be like, okay, Zai take Brew. We need something else in the off lane.
Yep. If you didn't know, the team on Jsut, a squad, they actually have 2 people who are in the top 30 of the NA leaderboard, which is, I mean, it is impressive. Evan's in the top 10. He's like number 7, I think. And Versatile.
And what position does he play for him?
Evan, it's weird because in pubs he plays differently. He's their 3, but he plays like carry and mid in pubs, which is that's weird, right? You're trying to practice and all that, but Versatile, he plays carry. And Scourge McDuck, he's been around for actually a long time.
Scourge McDuck.
He just has a good name.
One of the better names out there.
Or is it Scrooge McDuck?
Scourge McDuck.
Scourge McDuck.
Scourge is the play on words, right?
Well, they have Jsut a squad, which is probably just a squad. I'm just saying, they mix up some letters here a lot.
They're edgelords.
They are.
Edgelords, as you said earlier, yeah. Scourge McDuck, their carry player. Probably going to be playing the Lycan this time around. So final bans to come. Whenever I see OpTic Gaming, we've seen it banned against them a lot. Is that Visage as well that comes to mind? Not banned yet, so. But like we're talking about, already picking the Brewmaster, so maybe that will be 3-3 here on the end and perhaps going a different direction. But they also banned the Drow. Drow's been a cheesy hero these NA qualifiers and very successful at that.
Yeah, there's been some flashes of some nice old fermented cheeses being displayed in these drafts. Drows coming back into play. A Broodmother 10th pick maybe here and there. Huskar. These are the finest of fermented cheeses.
I think we're going to see a lot more Huskar in the playoffs. I don't know about these best ones right now, but Huskar, it felt like a cheese here before. Now it feels like he's just a really good hero. Like, he wins a lot of lanes easily.
Who was telling me yesterday? Somebody was, I think it was Synderen, actually. Someone was mentioning Huskar is just like a better Monkey King, which I'm not sure on the logic there why. But
well, because a Monkey King needs to dominate a lane, and if we the like 10 Huskar games I've witnessed, they almost always have more than 50 denies, which is you obviously don't see that often. They just dominate a lane. Like, you're like level 9 versus level 5.
CCMC did that yesterday.
Yeah, he did that yesterday. It's
Huskar,
it's a very good hero, and it's strange. It's not like, oh, Oracle Huskar, Dazzle Huskar. It's just, I'm a Huskar.
Yeah.
It's 2-1-2 lanes. Guess what? If you're 1-on-1 against me middle, you're going to lose.
Yep. Great for Huskars. Mid laners also enjoying the new lanes quite a bit. The 2-1-2, it means that they get more of this like traditional one-on-one. And yet, you know, just because of how the meta is, we're not seeing some of the best heroes that are at their best on one-on-ones, like the old Shadow Fiend, Puck, Queen of Pain. They'll pop up occasionally, but not super frequent. Tusk. All right.
Well, speaking of Shadow Fiend, they do have a Clockwork on the side of Jsut squad, and that's that great synergy there. So
yep,
it's true.
You definitely don't want to pick it here, though. You just pick a Shadow Fiend. You're like, OpTic, have fun. You can pick whatever the hell you want.
Here it is. Yep. What are you gonna do about it?
Maybe a fourth.
Maybe
pick,
a fourth. I could see it being fourth, since they might see they'll see OpTics at least carry or middle, and they can decide what they want to do from there. But the question is a CCNC scare. I feel like in a game like this, you're like, CCNC, do you want to play versus Shadow Fiend with Souls at the start? Like, it's where you ask him, and if he says yes, all right, they don't ban it.
I could see them just playing like DK for CCNC.
Fine.
Well, that's fun. It's a fun support that doesn't get a whole lot of light of day. I don't know what's so significant about him here, though.
They can't pick Slark now, since Lion, the
was already
Hex for
banned.
Slark. Oh, it was. Oh, yeah, I don't know either. Good question. It's just a decent laning, has 2 disables, decent base damage. You get an Orb of Venom on line, you actually feel so strong.
Instant illusion killer, but in this case that doesn't matter.
I mean, PL is still in the pool, I guess. If OpTic wanted to pull it out, I don't think Lion's enough of like. Now you can't pick PL.
No, that's not.
But
unless it's a middle line and he gets to like 3 multi-drain target illusions and
I mean, come on,
Nocturne.
just a squad. If you want to go out like ballers,
this is it.
This is the chance.
Is
You'll
the
win
Meepo
fans
game.
for life for sure.
And this is I don't really like this pick because you have a Lycan, right? Which means you can push towers early. Why not pick up something like, say, a Jakiro who can push another lane, push in the same lane? If you're gonna like go for these maybe team fight in the tower pushes, you should kind of go a little more. Now you have a Clockwork Lion.
Beastmaster's still there too.
Yeah.
Maybe they can get that somehow.
Clockwork
that would
Lion
make
does
well,
nothing.
Clockwork, yeah. Clockwork 4 is kind of.
Yeah, I think that's Clockwork versus Tusk in the 4 roll probably is what's gonna happen, but doesn't feel that good for a Clockwork. I just don't like they don't have tower pushing with their supports. You have a Lion Clockwork. Neither of those hit tower. They don't care. They're just there to hopefully get you kills.
True, true.
Probably going to be a Pycat here. I feel like they like to save CCNCs for last. So what will that be is the ultimate question. Only 20 seconds left.
They need some. You can't pick some. I mean, you could pick a Luna if you're opting and you're cocky, but like Luna into Lycan isn't that good. They need something who can like survive in these mid-game team fights against Lycan if they want. Oh, they pick Quinn's here. CCNC 0.
They do go 0 in the end. So Ember Spirit.
It's Ember into Lion, so it's some disable, but I guess overall they just feel it's a strong lane right now, and you have chains for Lycan.
So I missed the beginning. I saw like the end of last game, but how did it was Ember versus Storm middle, right?
Yes.
How did that go? Like
Storm won it pretty handily, I would say.
Was it 1-on-1?
He even got a kill early, and yes, it was. Yeah.
It was 1-on-1.
That feels like a player
And
thing.
the second that Sumail got to his level 6, he managed to get a kill.
Yeah.
So it was like somewhat close, but overall, I don't know. I mean, I don't play mid a whole lot. I don't know if that was just Sumail's a better mid
Storm
laner
definitely
and
wins
just took
that,
advantage,
but
yeah.
probably even a little bit like that. Like, right, you lay level 1 fire shield, 1 static remnant takes it off. It doesn't feel very good, and that's what you used the last hit.
Well, speaking of Huskar earlier, I mean, maybe for Jsut squad here, we know he's fantastic in the Ember matchup, and potentially be a pick here.
If they play it, that's the question. That hero has a higher skill cap than some other heroes. You do have to know how to armlet toggle, which can be difficult. So I'm sure someone does.
For reasons, but
I'm sure someone.
We'll talk about that. 50 seconds to go for Radiant side. So they need a offlaner, or again, position 4 even, depending on what the Clockwork is. Probably going to see pop out here.
Yeah, I wouldn't be afraid to stack on more disable, more silences. You're going against a Brew, you're going against an Ember. Hell, even Death Ward going off in the back lines. I don't know if you have to go out for silencer, but DK is going to be their choice.
There you go. So you have 2 supports who can't push towers, but now you have a Lycan and a DK, so at least you have 2 heroes in general that can do something to towers, and you have 2 decent killers in clock line, so they even their draft out. I like it.
Yeah, it's true. Definitely can push with the objectives now.
Thanks, Evan and Phallic boys.
I think they could final pick a Beastmaster here to really complete it. I know that would mean Clockwork 4, but talk about objective pushing. That would really
I don't mind it.
Take care of it for Jsut squad, and that means OpTic would have to worry about that in all 3 lanes.
Or commit a Pugna. Is Pugna 2 all in? Does NA play Pugna?
A little bit, not often. I mean, I think I've seen Pycat play it, and that's in the carry role, so a little different. They banned the Beastmaster. I think that was smart. Because they don't really have the best, like, if there is, like, a Necro Book 3 and a Dragonite Dragonform running at you, they don't really have clear. You have, like, a Tusk Shards and maybe an Ember if he's farmed. They don't have that much clear if there's a straight-up push.
Doesn't Timbersaw feel pretty good here for OpTic? I mean, I know it's not the most popular pick right now, but Seems like against 2 strength cores.
I guess versus Lion though, and Lycan, like the problem is like Timber doesn't really do good versus Lycan because if Lycan's in ult form, you're not hitting with any abilities.
He's running around you.
True.
Yeah.
He's dancing on you a bit.
Juking and jiving.
I mean, he would cut up the others pretty good, but
I just don't think Timber Saw's a very good hero. So
Faceless to me would have been really curious because the follow-up cores they can't really do the most while the Chronosphere's down. So
could they do Underlord?
They could.
Yeah, so why not? Yeah.
I mean, again, this is putting Clockwork in the 4 position.
You like Underlord, don't you?
I like Underlord.
I like him too. I don't know why other teams do. I mean, I know why, because in these 2-1-2 lanes, he needs levels. He's like an offlaner that wants levels.
Darkseer.
He's like forced.
Darkseer with Immortal. I want to see that right here. Final pick.
You got the Wolves
got the
for
Lycan
Ion
synergy,
Shell plays, yeah.
Clockwork even, you know, jumping in with a hook shot, throw an Ion Shell on
They
him.
probably would rather have someone still with Lockdown, Disable, or something like that.
Yeah, the lockdown's
Brew
okay.
and Ember, but yeah, more the merrier, I guess, is
Yeah.
really all I'm thinking.
Yeah, I just don't see a pick that's like you already have a decent amount of push and kill. You just need something like they're gonna take the So off lane, maybe it could be a carry or off lane Jakiro. We have seen Eternal Envy played in SCA, played a carry Jakiro. We've seen multiple off lane Jakiros.
In this qualifier?
Yeah,
yeah.
It was the very first game, and they won. I mean, it was against like one of the worst teams, but I think they. What I heard Synderen was like, I think they do that so that maybe if they look really good on Jakiro, that's a hero you have to ban.
Yeah.
But no one
and
actually fell for that trick. But no one fell for the trick. Even though they won, they're like, well, that's not very good.
Final pick, OD. No, just go.
They do the Husk, all right?
Okay.
I mean, you don't really have that many. You have Ice Path, Dragon Knight Stun, and Lion doing his thing. I don't know. This Huskar is going to just destroy Dragon Knight middle.
And as I said yesterday, now that wasn't a Huskar versus Ember matchup. You sound pretty confident against the Dragon Knight too.
Yeah.
He had like 50 denies by 10 minutes into the game. Not even. I mean, it was ridiculous.
I think DK actually does really good, like to level 3 and 4. And then once the Fire Spears, you get level 2 or 3 Fire Spears. That's when DK starts feeling pretty bad. But it is an offlane Jakiro, so it's the support Clockwork line. I like it. I mean, they're just gonna push towers. I think they might get. OpTic might just outplay him on the map. The thing with this lineup, you want to push towers without dying, and if your Jakiro just dies over and over trying to push a tier 1, he just falls off so quick.
You saw the player swap there at the last second. We'll see if it sticks, but Pycat's actually on the Huskar now, and CCNC's on the Ember Spirit.
Okay.
It's a little bit of a swap.
How is it like if you get the Jakiro to lane up against the Huskar somehow? Is that a problem at all, or do you think Huskar can still
I think Huskar still wins, but I think it definitely like slows down.
I don't know if Jsut a squad wants to swap things up in the laning phase to try to have a good grip hold coming out of the gate. But
now you say that, I would not mind that. So it is going to be carry Huskar. Yeah, you're right. Oh, don't forget to voice record.
There's a lot of good luck, have fun's coming out, man. These guys respecting one another.
Yeah, this Chives guy seems to know CCNC personally, so it must be some buddy stuff.
Called him Charles.
Yep.
Charles.
Charles in charge.
Quinn? Isn't his name Quinn?
Yes.
Well, Charles is Chives. Chives is Charles.
Chives is
Charles. We got some C's, some CHs.
All right, we got some CHs.
Do you know what
here.
CH is on the, what's that table with the chemicals?
The periodic table there,
do you
Grant.
know? Yeah.
What's CH? CH has got to be, I don't know, Charizard? What is it?
I actually don't know. I don't know if it actually is one.
Chlorine
You know what?
stands for chemical.
Chlorine? Hey, that could. I think that's CL, isn't it? Or is that not
I
even
don't even think that's an element.
NA education.
Oh, it is. It is.
Oh, welcome everybody to NA Dota right here.
Chupacabra.
It's definitely not the
NA
Chupacabra. I lied. Never
What are you
mind.
looking at?
I just looked at CH periodic tables and it said Chupacabra.
Game. That's not an element.
On the periodic table, that's got to be Chupacabra there. This is NA.
Oh my goodness.
It's got to be Taco.
What are we doing? All right.
This is a very interesting lane setup. It looks like they're tri-laning top with the Jakiro. They just want to dominate this top lane. Huskar will not have fun.
Core
at all.
Jakiro, let's have him just
do it.
whoop some ass in the laning phase, man. Because if you let this Huskar do his thing in the laning phase, you might as well just concede. You might as well just roll over.
He's all about the snowball. There's no doubt there. So that's on paper it makes sense, but you are sacrificing other lanes to do that. Now they're not actually tri-laning in the end. They're going to send line middle. Looks
Maybe. Yeah, throw
or
it back.
No, he's going bottom. Okay.
Oh.
Got to do it.
All right. So they're just going to run a 2-1-2.
I still think this isn't bad for a top lane for JS. I think Chives might be kind of useless, but as long as it's Jakiro, once he gets level 2, you get Liquid Fire. you're going to do decently, but Jakiro versus Witch Doctor. Witch Doctor's skills heal with 2 mangoes, and that is a lot of healing per second. It's about 7.7 a second.
Do they get any maledict, or is it just all heal and all coconut?
I think you might only get 1 in heal. I think it's like
heal.
2-1-1.
I think PPD, he likes to go 2-1 initially, and then he'll level maledict to level 4.
Okay.
I don't know. Witch Doctor's healed. I mean, that's why the 2 lanes are so good. That's why Warlock and Witch Doctor are so strong now. You just have this heal, and since there's only 2 in lane, you're not scared of getting bursted.
Yep.
Blue might be in trouble.
Nice shard block from Zai.
Dead tile.
And 30 free. I'll pick up the hill.
And that could be... That's not a good start. When 33 is going to be able to start with boots or a bottle. We actually saw 33 bought a bottle. He used it, and then he gave it to Zai, and Zai used it the rest of the game.
Are they old enough to do that?
I think 33 might be. Zai? Maybe. I don't know. I like that, though. The whole shared bottle, he just gave it to him. He got first blood. He could definitely do it again.
Bottom lane again. Scourge McDuck. No, he's fine. Oh, maybe not.
Wow. Just body block him in. It's like hockey. They're just shoving him up against the ice ring right there. It's just
smashing his face.
Damn. That's a Bash Brother lane and a half.
That really is. And it seems like that's already going to be one of those lanes they might want to think about doing something else, but what can they do, right?
I don't know. If you have to rotate someone down there, I don't think the Jakiro can hang solo on that top lane.
Yeah, I think anyone who goes middle, or goes bottom, pardon me, just dies. Like now, especially now that they're going to have like level 3 super early, you've lost that lane. You might even go jungle at level 3 with Lycan, level 2 wolves.
Yeah, Lycan's wincing right now.
It's not pretty.
Well, the wolves definitely aren't much better, and standing their ground the best they can, but yeah, it's at least just try not to die. That's going to be the name of the game for Jsut squad there at the bottom. Middle lane's going as maybe expected. It's a very even matchup, actually. 14-0 versus 13-0. Slight advantage for Ember.
That's the only thing. Flame Guard is very good in a matchup versus DK. Like other heroes, they can just take it off immediately. DK, he can't. He uses Flame Breath. That doesn't even take it off right away, or Breathe Fire, pardon me.
Uh-oh. Well, there's another Breathe Fire, and that will take it off at the second one, but both pop a salve, some regen, he'll be fine. Bottom lane, again, the shard block is out. Versatile, what can he do but just simply waddle
Now you gotta
away
run.
death.
Yeah, you committed everything, and you'll still fall.
Clockwork gets there late. The cogs come out, but just simply too late. Now Chives, he's put himself in an arena of death at this point.
Let's just beat the hell out of him.
Battery assault, spreading some damage. A snowball coming out. Dude is like, I'll just auto-attack him down. Zai, can he get away? Scourge McDuck also may still be in trouble. Mango Thunderclap? No, the shard block is not successful this time around, finally.
This is quite the lane. 33 and Zai always seem to be pretty successful in their lanes. I still wonder what happened, right? Because we heard the whole thing where, maybe Universe might go to OpTic, but Zai didn't want to switch from the off lane, but now 33 is playing the off lane. Kind of crazy stuff like that. I wonder what it did.
I got the chance to talk with him about that recently on a podcast show of mine.
Yeah.
What podcast show and where?
It's called the Dota Procast. You can find it
Twitch TV /GranDGranT. I'm just kidding.
Ideally a weekly podcast. No, but we had him on, and he basically mentioned he just simply feels more comfortable at the 4 as far as his versatility goes, and it fits his play style better. So, and he just really likes playing with 3-3. So, just a mix of those.
Yeah, I like it. I love now that dual offlanes are back. You can see they are just running over this lane. It's 4-0. All 4 kills are bottom. Maybe a 5th kill here.
Slowed down by the sigil.
Scourge McDead, am I right?
Yeah.
Yes, you are now.
Yes.
And this is kind of how the game was expected to go. I mean, it feels weird, right? Like, Immortals versus EG, very close game. It feels like all the sponsored teams are actually very close together. And then the other 3 teams, they're a step below, right? A step or two. And that is good. I mean, that just shows versatility in NA.
I mean, I get your point. I don't know if EG versus Immortals is very close. It was closer than this, I'll say that. But, yeah, so the point is definitely there. Versatile, he's just delaying the inevitable. That's just sad when they could just literally dive your tower like that for 20 seconds and they can't do anything about it.
This bottom lane is a clinic right now.
Yep, and there's already a full urn on Tusk once he chooses to buy it.
Hi, how's it going?
Hey, you want your bounty rune? Well,
I got haste rune.
Too bad. I guess he did get the bounty, but
is that the Jakiro taunt I heard?
Just dance it off. He'll be fine. Sketch, he's the only one that's doing pretty well right now for Jsut's squad.
Jsut the squad. That sounds better. I like that.
I'm going to start saying like that now.
We are Jsut the squad.
It's French? Or
we are French, North American.
French Americans. We've decided.
It's a good old fast food French fry right there.
Do you guys like actual French fries or pommes frites more?
Home
I was actually
free?
What the
talking
hell's
about this.
home
Get
free?
the hell
That's
out
like
of here.
the very thin, crispy fries. They're very good. I love home free.
Like
I'm not even
steak
kidding. I'm not
fries?
even memeing.
Steak fries in
Way
their own
thinner.
category too. then?
Way thinner. Yeah, steak fries are different. Like, yeah, I don't know. I love home free, man. I love anything crispy.
Home free, is it better than like?
You just like because you like to say that word.
No,
I feel like
okay.
it's-
You need if you ever go to Las Vegas, go
Is
to
it
a
pommes frites or
restaurant.
pommes frites?
Momigabi, very good, very classy. So
Oh,
maybe
you're a
you two
classy
wouldn't be
man.
allowed.
Yeah, look at
but
this guy
yeah.
over
Whoa.
here. Just
I'd
go
like
to
your
this really
finest
fancy
Dr.
restaurant.
Pepper. All right.
No, but okay. What can they do? DK, he's their only chance, right? I think you get him a treads early blink, he's gonna be your only hope.
Brewmaster, he just laughs it off. That heck's not really accomplishing a lot, but so the Blink Dagger is the key for Sketch. You know, try to make some plays with that, perhaps. With top lane, Chives.
Uh-oh.
Say bye to your family. Huskar. He's level 5. No life break even needed yet. Level 3 Burning Spears will do it.
An armlet coming soon to a home near you.
This feels like this is very similar to OpTic versus Leviathan. The
Yes.
complete shutdown that they had yesterday of them.
Oh.
That was a Huskar game.
Wasn't it? BSJ was playing Lycan though. Remember, BSJ was actually taking some towers.
Yeah, he was
I
doing
don't-
all right on the Lycan.
Yeah,
Right, yeah.
and that's the thing, right? So this time, instead of the Lycan doing good, it's the DK doing good. It feels like OpTic's
Here
fine letting one hero do
comes
good.
Trouble.
That's it. Sigil.
Sigil, he's like, well, I'm
F.
just gonna
Lions
kinda
trying to-
walk away.
We're staying split. No easy two-man stun there.
All right.
Versatile.
Any additional help? I don't think the Clockwork wants to come back again.
No, he's like, I don't want to die too. Screw that.
And they'll get him.
Zai wants to
Zai's
keep
like,
going.
we might be able to keep going, but
Nice wolf
no
body
creeps.
block.
No. Good luck killing that Sigil. He wants to kill the Sigil, and he's gonna die for it.
Don't do this.
Oh, no, it's not worth it, man. He didn't even get it. This is just.
It's a slaughter. We can say it. This is like,
Yeah.
you know, in an Animal Farm, the book, when the horse is like, I'm going off to have fun, and then it goes to a glue factory.
Oh,
They're at the glue factory right now.
CCNC just doesn't care. He's just farming in between the towers, because why not? Remnant's back.
I mean, he's just like insurance policy. The Huskar even feels like insurance policy.
Just bottom lane's doing everything. Yeah.
OpTic had to feel so good earlier because, again, like I said, they were Complexity fanboys earlier. Because if Complexity doesn't win that Storm outright claims first, and they're going to TI. So that gave them a chance. So they're feeling
bottom.
good, continuing momentum. Zai might be the first death.
No forgiving bounces, though. And now they turn it on to the Lycan.
Yeah, he's dead too. Once again, Primal split in the face. Completely unnecessary, it feels like, but I guess it also sets up a kill
Yes, it does.
on Dragon Knight. That's the plan. They lift him up forever, what seems like forever at least. 8 seconds, I believe it is. Clockwork. Earns on him, running him down with the Fire Spirit. Stay close enough. Rock throw at the last
boom.
second, it hits him. The Urn runs off at 3-3. Gonna get close enough for one auto attack. Yes, he can.
Now
See you, Rob.
There's always going to be a kill, right? It's been a while since I've seen a 0 kill, like, actual professional game.
Yes, Grant, this is an ass beating from outer space.
Yes.
That's what they say.
Yes. But I think they'll get a kill. I think they're going to dive a little
Who do you
too
think is going to
aggressively.
be the kill, though?
I think it might be the Huskar. I think we might see Pycat accidentally mess up an armlet. Maybe even DeRoche. I think we might see him mess up an armlet toggle, and he's going to go down. I also think Peter will die.
I was gonna say PPD's
I
my
also
guess, for
think
sure.
Peter will die.
Definitely my guess. Oh,
Man.
the one shining hope for Jsut's squad is going to be no more. He's
And
dead.
now they have definitely lost. I mean, if he somehow did get the treads blink, I mean, you can instantly kill an Ember with the rest of your team with Ice Path. You can do a lot
Yeah.
of stuff, but the fact that blink just gets denied, he's in trouble.
Lion gets finger at some point. Maybe you'll have follow-up burst potential, but he still needs more time for that.
He's working on it. Double damage rune from CCNC. We'll just push out mid tower, however.
Bottom. See, evident.
Again. Oh, this time it's on Shakiro.
If you're OpTic, though, I mean, if you're an OpTic fan and you're watching this game, like, you should be happy. The fact that they're not, like, dicking around or something like that, they're just playing straight to win, I think
The
it's
green
a great
wall
look.
stands tall.
None of us
Yes.
thought CCNC would be the first death, and that's a good point because
Oh,
he
wait,
will not
wait.
be the first death, or will he?
Oh my
wow.
God.
That was like 7 life.
Dude,
was
he
was
was
a
on
chat wheel.
intelligence treads, too, and
Yeah,
he
he
tread
was.
swapped back to strength. Oh, okay, CCNC, you're okay for now.
He's decent.
You're good.
He had that crazy
Yeah.
armlet toggle yesterday.
Yeah.
I think he was playing the Dragon Knight.
No, he's an arcane rune. Yeah, this is the thing is you don't really have the best tower hitters as well on die, right? Like you always talk about who can hit towers, and pretty much it's just going to be they're so far ahead they can just all hit towers at the same time, and you can't do anything
There's not even a
against
reason
it.
for them to change lanes. I think
Yeah.
they're just like, let's just keep going with this laning phase while we can.
This feels like a dead item right now, but
feels like a dead Jakiro. Ho!
Who's going to get the kills? A question. PPD? Yeah.
We'll get it.
Melodic with the tick. But yeah, Vlad's picked up on Brewmaster.
Wait, look at this, Zai. He doesn't want the siege unit to hit the tower before the other creeps get here because Macropie, so they're trying to block it, and I love it. I mean, this is, in a real game, this is super smart. I love it. Yeah, now the regular creeps, he'll block it a little more, and he'll have to tank the tower like 2 hits, I think.
Oh, Bruce got it.
33's got it. I love it. That's such a, I love me some little smart plays, and that is it. I love that.
It's good to point that out because it's subtle stuff like that that definitely helps make the difference between your average players and your elite players. So.
Oh, siege unit's gonna get the last hit. There you go. That's one way to push. That's the good thing about Dota now. Siege units, if you don't have tower hitters, just going 5-man with a siege unit, especially at 30 minutes.
Get a helm with a Dominator.
You get 2. You get 3. You get 4. Doesn't matter. Yeah. Siege units galore.
So Jsut squad still hanging in there the best they can. Lycan, speaking of helm with the Dominator.
You know it's not a complete stomp, at least, until it's 1,000 a minute. And right now it's a 9K lead at 12 minutes, so they are still above the average. That's what I consider a complete ass blasting.
Still, well, that's not holding anything back. No. Huskar.
Armlet Tretch, he is so stacked.
Yeah, they really can't kill him, so even trying for it would be suicidal, it feels like.
He's not even level 6 on the clockwork yet either.
No hook shot. He's setting up like he has it, but...
Get ready, I'm going in.
Get ready, this rocket's going to get him.
I'm going to walk in slowly.
Go!
Meanwhile, DK's dead middle lane. Looks like they dove. TP coming in from the Tusk. Puts down the back of Pyre, and that just realizes they're now in trouble. Life break forward. Jakiro's dead. The cask bouncing around. No ultimate for Lycan. Wouldn't even matter. Double kill for Pycat. As expected, diving a Huskar is never a good idea.
Yep.
Oh,
Clockwork is getting a 6, though.
Lion is level 6. He's got that finger.
Don't
He's
go.
on Pycat. Dude.
He could kill, if Pycat went for it, I think Blue would have actually killed him.
If he combos, yeah.
But now he's just dead. Now he's the heal.
Yeah. Oh, Maledic isn't ready. Now 2-3's in here.
This guy's like, please leave me alone.
Get away.
Damn, we got smacked from a stick of 3-3.
All right, 12,000 net worth. We're just hitting 13 minutes, so we're not there yet. But, that might have put
we're
us
getting
over.
there.
Did he get level 6 on Clyde? He still didn't get it.
Oh, boy.
He was 1 creep away. That's why he was like, I'm just going to get it. Y'all can kill me after I get it. But they didn't. They killed him before.
The other sign that is an absolute beating is when the net worth is like top 5 all one team. We're not there yet. We're almost.
Yeah, we're not there yet. You know the game's over.
I don't think we're going to get there, actually, surprisingly, because Peter is broke.
Lycat, life break? No, too far. Too far. Couldn't make it in. Instead, continue to push out the lane.
They do know CCNC's in Viz. The line was standing on the hill with that sentry there, so they know he's somewhere, but Scrooge, he might not have got the map. No, they're pinging. They know. Dyer's
doesn't matter is the thing. Lycan slowly. CCNC just being very patient. Not going to open. I was talking with... again, somebody else, I forget who I was having the conversation with, but about Huskar as well. The idea that CCNC is pointing out how going the Solar Crest first, and how that makes so much sense because what you do, you get the Solar Crest, then you split it up, use the Talisman of Evasion for the Heaven's Halberd later on, instead of going the Halberd initially, which we see some Huskar players do. So
yeah, and that's the thing, right? Huskar's like, it's a lot like DP. One of the biggest downfalls is he has super low armor. See you later, Evident.
Instead. Bottom.
He might farm up the ogres, though. I'm watching him. Yeah, he got him.
Here we go.
First
hook shot of
PPD.
the game.
Let's
go. Peter has got to go. Let's get on the board, boys.
No, he's fine.
No, he's not. There we go. We're on the board, and it's Peter.
Over here, they might get another one. Zai might be the second one. Scourge McDuck running after him. The Urn's not going to help.
We're on a
roll. 2 deaths. Just see the squad.
They're feeling it. The morale is coming up.
CCNC, though, he gets the kill line. Almost got Clockwork as well before he remnants away. Just cleaned up a little bit.
Just got to inject your opponent with as much net worth as possible so that you can pop the pinata later. Get all that big net worth swing.
They could definitely do Roche. I don't know. Maybe Radiant tries to push his bottom tower. They just got Dragon Form up. It should be level 12, but top, see ya.
That was great.
Dude, he is getting worked. I feel this Jakiro is getting the most worked of anyone. 0-6-0. He's the only person not involved in a kill now on Radiant.
He can't handle when they're getting up in his face, and that's like pretty much the team of OG. Jumping in Huskar, Tusk rolling in, Brewmaster's going to be jumping in.
I like this. Scourge is like, all right, you got me. I'm just going to do as much damage as possible in return. And it's going to set up a turn kill because of that, so good man up. Offensive tip comes out.
Got him.
They're having fun with it, you can tell now. Just picked up by Huskar meanwhile.
Medallion also makes you a better. I mean, I still can't believe, like, you know, some of the stuff that, you know, how Firestorm used to work on Roche. I still can't believe Huskar Dunk works on Roche. Like, the percentage-based part of it. It's one of those things we might see get changed. Yeah, the Life Break does work on Roche.
Oh, wow.
It's one of those things, if Huskar gets popular before TI, 100% that's going to get changed.
He's getting popular to these regionals.
Huskar's like, I got to stop this push. Oh, Huskar's behind me.
Huskar doing a little more fire than Jakiro in that case.
CCNC in trouble. No mana.
Oh, this could be nice. This could be pretty nice.
Yeah, they run him down. 530 gold going the way of Clockwork. I think Odie Pixel says it best.
I don't know. This is it, right? They actually got the tread blink on DK, and already it instantly gets him a kill on the Ember. If they somehow got this, I mean, he's actually farmed. This is 16 minutes in. This DK is where he should be at. Everyone else is way more farmed.
Yeah, he's where he should kind of be at. It's just everyone else has gotten so much. They're so far ahead.
It's either A, broke, or B, way richer.
Yeah.
But he's the only one who's actually, like, in an actual game right now, it feels like. And Peter, because he's always broke.
Yeah, and to the credit of Jsut squad, where you're talking about earlier with the OpTic, how they're still like definitely trying. They're just making a statement here. They're hanging in there. They're playing well.
Nice.
Lion, he'll survive against Huskar. Nice. Hex in a TP now. But OpTic moving as a team once again. Brewmaster his own helm with a Dominator. Let's go with that Vlads, and he's going to run right into the Clockwork and use that Centaur Stomp.
Nice.
Pretty even coming out. Not much more he can do, although Lycan, ulti form, running in off to the side. Death Ward used on the DK though. Maledict is up, so DK's definitely dead. How much damage can he do in return is a question. Hook shot in. Nice lift up there on the Lycan, or was it more so? I don't know. Anyways, buyback on PPD. Sketch ended up surviving. I thought the Maledict for sure would take him down if anything, but Zai wants to finish the job. He's still alive though. The offensive urn, in comes the Remnants, and CCC, the slide of Fizz will finally help tick him down. The urn doing the job from Zai. Now the lift on the Lion, he's dead after the fact, and that's going to be a tier 2 tower kill. So, bit of a clash there, but again, it's OpTic in favor. Yep.
And that's it. I mean, once you're up 16,000 this early, like, you could honestly play perfectly from here on out, and you're just going to lose just for the fact that they can just right-click you without casting spells, and because they have so much armor and life, you can't do anything.
Radiant scans them at their base just to make sure.
They're there.
You
found them.
What was your guys' reactions when Scan was put into the game?
I think I was with Reddit and everyone else saying that I think it would really break the game.
Yeah,
and
dude, everybody thought it was OP.
Everyone thought it would break the game, 100%.
Everyone thought it was OP.
It took me the longest time to realize that. I thought it actually exposed everyone and everything.
Like the StarCraft ability.
Yeah, like StarCraft, exactly. That's what everyone really kind of related it to.
Yeah.
Now it's such a perfect skill, but see you later, Peter. I think Peter's dead. I got him.
A tip, right?
And a good game, yep. I like
There's
it.
There's the GGs. They'll call it there. Having some fun with it, clearly, but again, OpTic, no doubt the better team.
Yep. Now, talking about Scan, though, I really, now that it's there, like, it's cool because people, even when we're casting games, like, or you're like watching a game, you're like, oh my god, they hit a Scan. They know they're there. They don't know they're there. They know one person is there. You don't know if there's 5. You don't know if there's 1. I think it's just a super cool tool that it's like one of the few things that's perfectly balanced in Dota. I really enjoy it.
Yeah, I think it's just something sadly, I know at least in my pubs and for me, I just forget about a lot too.
Yeah.
I'm just an old soul, and it's just like, oh yeah, there's a scan thing. Yeah. Gotta remember to use it. But these young kids, they use it so well in these games.
Yep. But even pros mess up. I've seen pros actually scan directly on top of the pit. And obviously, if someone's outside of it and the scan's there, it will see him. But if you just 5-man sit in a pit, they scan it. They're like, oh, no one's on the outside.
Exposed,
Nah, there's no one in there. And then they're all 5 in there. And, well, we just lost to Roche because we got cocky.
So what does that mean? OpTic still has one more game, right? Yeah, they play Immortals with what's overall the second to last series of the day.
I like that. I think that's...
Yeah, it's fair. I mean, we did see Immortals earlier.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't put my money on them based on what we saw earlier.
Well, we're going to see Immortals again.
Depends on the odds. What about 20-1 odds? Would you put them on Immortals?
Probably.
I would.
Oh, yeah,
probably,
definitely.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't know. So it looks like, some of these other games, obviously EG versus Leviathan is actually a reasonably big game. EG, if they win that, I believe they officially do get top 5.
Yes, if they win that, absolutely, no doubt. But
otherwise, Banana Slam Jamma is just slain EG
BSJ has a chance to ruin EG's chances in a sense. Like that's a storyline right there.
That is a storyline.
That'll be the following matchup after this one, but Immortals versus Team Baidu is next.
I'm looking. I like Baidu. They've had. It feels weird. They have really good drafts, and then they play well, and they lose to the better teams, or else they just have a really bad draft and they get stomped. I just feel if they get their drafting right. Their coach helps them out a little bit. I think they'll be in a good spot. I really hope they stick around, even after TI. I know that's a long time, but they seem like one of those teams.
Aren't they like the new Void Boys or whatever?
Yeah, they actually have members of the old.
Yeah, that's what I'm hearing.
Yeah,
so they're just like around.
One of the things I do when I'm sitting at home, I've already done it, so I don't do it anymore, but I remember I went to the Void Boys roster, and there's about 30 to 45 people on the X roster, and I memorized where they were, where they came from, and
like
where they
around.
are now.
There's like Mad is somewhere.
Mad is on. He's on the team.
He's on the team.
He's
okay.
on that
Pat
team.
Soul, which
Pat Soul.
he could be here. He could be in China.
He was on White
here.
Fries. Yeah, exactly. And I don't know. I love that it was like a family tree to me, and I memorized like everything. 747 is on Immortals. He was part of that team.
Just like, it seems
Boys.
like a bunch of like former exchange students.
Yeah, they were.
That get together
Some
and
of them
play. I like
and
that.
they're really
though.
good.
I love
they're
that
really
they're
good.
always there. There's just always some team repping it up in NA. So
Yeah.
We'll see how they
and
do.
the slight chance that they qualify for
Look at
TI,
that.
you know, it's,
I love it.
Look at
Why
that.
not?
Snake King.
It goes-
I remember,
yeah.
he was.
Snake King was on at
That's right.
747. And wait,
Omega Poner.
wait,
Oh
scroll
my
down a little bit.
That's not the fly that we know. That's a different fly.
Wait, where's the guy who's on Zinc? No, I was talking about Zinc. Zinc right there. Guess what? He's going to TI. The guy right below Omega Potter.
he's
He's
on-
on Team Serenity. That is
He
a Void
is?
Boys member.
Really?
Zinc is on.
Clairvoyance.
He coaches
Wow.
VGJ Storm.
Yep.
I'm telling you, Zinc is on Serenity. He's going to TI. You have Snake King probably going to TI. Claire is a coach. Void Boys
That's where it
family
starts.
tree is a
Well,
very
if you
good
want to go to
tree.
TI, you.
Yeah.
Void Boys are like, the
I love them.
Kevin Bacon of Dota, really.
They are.
There's a connection everywhere there. I want to know who was that Rampage Gaming team that Pat Soul, is that that's a Chinese
It wasn't
team.
a very. It was like they went over. It was right when they stopped doing school. They went over to China and they played and they were okay. And then they just didn't really go anywhere. They started last opens of TI and they made it to round of 16 once, but that was it.
Dang.
All right, we can continue this discussion as the match comes up here. But Baidu versus Immortals will be next, guys. Day number 2 continues here for North America. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.